The fastest chaos is upon us, with Hezi in the winner match, playing as the Green Sicilians, and Rage on the other side as the Blue Teutons. And yeah, SO War here for game number 1, and I think Teutons have a good matchup here. Until it gets too late for them, probably ultra late game, the only win con there for Sicilians. Like, if both play equally well, but I think it's a war that's very micro-intensive, so could go either way who plays better at the game, basically. We have a pretty much Arabia Runestones gen with quite some hills though, so a bit Mongolia combined with traditional Runestones from the number of woodlines. A lot of castles placed by both players. The Sicilians have the little bit of quicker start, quicker eco. Less wood costing eco there though for the Teutons with the farm bonus. And stronger SO for the Teutons, stronger cav line for the Teutons as well. On the other side we have donjons and light cav. Yeah, light cav. Better than scouts. And Russia so far, has he the one killing villagers? Obviously Treadmill Crane, and therefore the fastest start for the Sicilians. Or did they lose Treadmill Crane? Oh, they just don't build as fast at their castles anymore, right? Bombard cans for Teutons? Oh yeah, true. Bombard cans for Teutons might also be a really nice advantage. As he kills 3 people in the rush, and both are trying to castle the berries. The berries are very good there. Yeah, I don't know. Weird castle from Rage. Weird castle from Hezi too. Like, why are they not on the score, right? It looks like they're making these castles for the berries, but actually the point of control here is the gold, right? Not berries in DM. Any relics? As he is going for early relics there. I like that a lot. And we've got the sergeants now, who are certainly becoming more popular in our due to a Taiwanese player called You Pudding. People never thought they were useful. Now everybody thinks they are. This did lose Treadmill. Okay. And their castle bonuses. But the donjons got better, right? Donjons can also produce halberdiers now. Really useful. Army's positioning in the middle. Hauberk Cavalier feel great normally. Not really for the students though. Kinda no ranged option that Hauberk is good against. Like, this is just 1 extra melee armor, which the Student Paladin gets as well, but it gets more of that, because it's a Paladin. So it's 2+5, whereas this one has only 2+4. Why does it only have 2+4? Is that 1 extra one? Ah, no, it's 2+3. Ah, it's for each age, right? So there's 1 more there. And ETK? Yeah, also pretty good here in the matchup without ranged options for both Siths. A lot of them on the field for Rage. And yeah, I think I like Teutons for most of the going better, right? So that's it. Also, I think Ironclad really helped for in a full-on melee fight, making it harder to snipe those SO. Yeah, buffing ETK is a bit weird. They were always good. Hauberk Cavalier trying to go for the trebuchets here. What's happening to the Berry Castle War? It's still ongoing. Traps knives here and donjons, sneaky donjons here up top were attempted, but aren't producing anything and they're getting taken out. Who's the advantage right here? I think Rage is looking fine. Position-wise, but army count is way higher for Hezi, but I think that's mainly due to a lot of helps who are kind of not effective against the ETK. It's only part of the army. of Rage though. Rage trying to go to the south here with 3 villagers, but really nice move by Hezi to send some Cavalier over there. Will straight away intercept them and deny that town center. Castle war here won by Rage though. A donjon to clear up and narrowly won really. 1 villager repairing there and we were already down to 1000 HP. Jo, Amalthea. Hope you're doing well. Middle kind of empty here. Now Sergeant's coming out, but Sergeant against ETK feels a bit weird. Maybe you'd rather see light cav here by Hezi. Hezi's out of gold already. Both kind of similar on Resto. And Hezi with a quicker farm transition. Sicilian building bonus helping with that. Right side very unprotected though. No castle here around. All these 6 TCs somewhat. And also none on the left. Now he's placing one on the left. I feel like you kind of might want to secure this side first. But I guess there's raids coming in on this side. But that castle kind of not really protecting the farming eco. And the gold sky coming up here. Besides from coming in units and so not protecting this one. That's not the best melee unit for green. Yeah, but melee units aren't really a thing. Those units. Yeah, I guess they're the best meat shield, maybe? But what do you play there behind that for Sicilians? I mean, Esso, right? You just play Esso against better Esso. But units Esso aren't that much better. So. He's playing up. Without last armor, but could have Thumbring. I think also without Thumbring, right? Kind of the bigger part. Yeah, no Thumbring. Well, Sergeants are taking down a castle, alright. Even though there's ETK there. And that's an important castle. That was very annoying for Hezi, like boxing him in there. Hezi, nice expansion though. Rage, nice expansion. Love that he's on these top corner golds, right? We had chat always pointing out that gold in the left corner in Gunji was Air 12. They ignored it for a while. Not like Rage, who is straight away going for all the gold spots, now clearing off the last dungeon over here. Very vulnerable farming though. Really don't like this one. Kind of out in the nothingness. Castles a lot in the base. No structures over here. Still has stone, so could potentially fortify that. A lot of gold miners over here as well. Farm transition faster for Hezi, but I feel like the food units just better in the Teuton part of the map for most of the game. If it goes very long though, Teutons will struggle. These are just very lone here. Both, kind of. But Hezi's the one paying attention. Ah, but was a 1-for-1. You know you are in a rough spot when Misoption is still ups, yeah. But the best option is still just playing help, it's over until the Teutons run out of gold. But then you can still make ETK, and ETK actually useful here, so yeah. It's a tough matchup for Sicilians. Oh! Nice splits by Hezi. Magic Microman. You don't just trading off Rage, getting the better exchange there. And the ups survive. Paladin Rage. There is a castle that I didn't like too much though, so if the Paladins go beyond that castle, all three to raid over here. And that's exactly where they are going. That is quite some trouble for Hezi, who only has 6 units following. Teuton Paladins take those out quite easily, so Rage doesn't even really have to focus on the villagers. Maybe better to clear up the army here. And yeah, indeed, some are fighting and clearing up that army now. Think there's a push here with 3 trebuchets by Hezi in the meantime. As he does struggle a bit against the raid, falls to around 100 villagers. Is already replacing them. Good job to do that, but Hesh using the moment for a heavy trap push here. 5 trebuchets. I think that is very dangerous, but not too many units around to protect it, and the units aren't really pathing right, so the TK Diabetes aren't really fighting it. I think he will lose 2 traps to the Cavalier streaming in. Yeah, 2 traps go down. Still has 3 though, so still enough power behind the push. And here also the 6 trap push even taking down the castle. So both kind of pushing their opponent's base. Is he though? Has lost map control, therefore a lot of free gold to take for Rage. Has he before kind of losing map control? He took through 3 relics though, so he does have that going for him. But it's Rage. Rage isn't really known to go for pay that much attention to relics, I think. There's 2 on the map still. Hezi might get one. Ooh, Hezi is about to get that one. Monk on the way. Time for the relic emote. And snags it. And there was a draw. Pretty sure Hezi wasn't victorious just by taking up the relic. Rage disconnected. And I've got a restore code. Crazy good eco from Hezi. Yeah, Hezi really nice early farm transition, right? I think it's something he does a lot. We have a relic emote, yeah? How do you not know which emotes you have? You're here a lot. None of us predicted what? Why is it wrong? So. Oh no! Oh no! Restore spec delays. Yeah, the dramatic music is right. I hope this isn't right. It is right. It's the standard for people unless they notice. Yeah, I don't know. I had the feeling it happens a lot on restores. But then it doesn't happen all the time. Dramatic music was right time, yeah. Reminds me of that time in Winter's War when Lakes actually had it was a 15 minutes spec delay on. Why is that the automatic, like... What is that for a weird DE setting that's the automatic? I think they're playing though. Yeah, I just told him to wait a bit after this game. Yeah, I don't want to make them leave again. Rage vs Slick Rick as well. We're just calling Hezi Slick Rick. Very weird their defaults to that. Yes. Oh, what? Actually? It went faster now, lol. Okay, that's maybe wrong. It said 10 minutes, but we actually went in after 2 minutes. Okay, thanks Steve, but we're back in the game. So I'm happy. We didn't have to wait the 7 minutes. Rage is pushing you up top, right? The relic was about to be captured. Hasn't been captured yet, I guess. On that one at the Rage replay, but the monk is probably on the way. The monk is on the way. And the North Castle does fall. I am a hacker. No, wait, I'm sitting in front of my PC without a ski mask on. And I don't have hand shoes on. Spoilers. I don't think the monk is making it. Yeah, the spoiler was a trick. This time the monk doesn't make it because Rage is actually playing. And that is making a difference. Gloves, yeah, thank you. I need gloves and a ski mask to be a hacker and be sitting in front of a keyboard. Rage is still pushing here. It's obviously going a bit better for Rage. And restoring was really worth it. As Hazy calls the GG and the Teutons win game 1. Statistics are kind of useless because we're on the restore file. So we go back to the draft and that had the players, they can start. And the Teutons win against the Sicilians. Bad luck for Hazy to run into Teutons here. Very bad luck, right? And that is... Sicilians are kind of his only good Civ here. And they meet the Civ in the draft that counters it. Besides Bohemians, where I guess could also do well. Yeah. But I think Sicilians too good against everything else. That's very tough for Hazy, but I would also never start with Sicilians in his place. Like, I think picking Sicilians game 1 here. But I also just hate his draft, man. It's his Romans, he got this. Yeah. Sure. What? Happening to the predictions. Oh, whatever. Game 2 prediction is up. And let's go. What's do with the code? Copy it? And then I lose it somewhere. Ah, because of that. Maybe the game ending meant you could join before the 10 minutes effect delay. Oh yeah, that could happen. That could be the reason. Yeah, that's a good idea. As it drives feels bad or it's judgability, it does feel bad. Especially now that Sicilians are gone. And I don't think they've picked this yet, because it's still Teutons. I have the wrong names in the prediction. What? Why? How? I entered them for the last one. Because I deleted the last one? I'm even doing it myself already, right? Okay, someone took it down. I guess that mod can also put the new one up. I wasn't working to delete the last one. Normally it remembers the players. Well, there is the prediction, so let me give you the red sets. Now, Goth Bengalis! I think another hard one for Hezi. If the map is long, maybe a decent one. But we saw Goth destroy Elephant Sims earlier. And Rage is going for his last pick, I think, right? Yeah, last pick in the Goth against the second pick for Hezi with the Bengalis. Maybe Waterheads? Yeah, I think Waterheads. Gods have Heavy Demo and Drummond. So I would see that helping indeed. But let's see if we get it. Very suspenseful soundtrack. What could it be? That one sounds really iconic, right? You recognize that for sure. Name of the song we're hearing right now is Asymmetric Warfare. Also have amazing water. I think. Yeah, first thing, what do you think with asymmetric warfare is My Little Pony. Coco might not live in Germany, but he does live in the clouds. Maybe you should have like the Dropbox icon or something, so you have a little cloud there. Oh, it's not Dropbox. And something else, whatever. They get Heavy Demo, yep. And they get fully upgraded. Do they get fully upgraded Galleon? Do Gods have Bracer? I think they even do, right? And Drummond. Drummond is also a big part here, but we can stop talking about Goth Water because we have another Arabia generation. What is it? Why are we getting only like boring Arabia gens here? The second time in a row. Is the rest version? Yeah, looks like it. Goths for Rage and Bengalis for Hezi. That really just looks like runestones with cliffs. Runestones doesn't have cliffs. Two forward goals for Hezi. I'm looking at goals for the map. Which means the map is very standard. Better gold spots, I think, for Rage a bit, but Hezi has one there in the back, though. Kind of favors neither service is a stack. Also medium distance, right? Like everything seems very, very regular. Spencer's retirement there, yes. Because the second thing Kokuko is trying not to be is old. Very nice for Lannister. Oscar Rush is coming in, followed up by Heavilians against the Elephants. And what one can read the game against Elephants is just a massive amount of Heavilians. It is a bit harder here as the distance is longer. Rage got one way kill. Rage now trying to go around here with the Huskals. Champions being added as well, together with the Elephants for the Bengalis. Something that Persians don't have. So something that makes this matchup better for Bengalis. The Huskal opening is trying to find another villager. We'll probably get... No! The Elephants are taking all of them down. That one should die at least. Yeah, at least gets one villager, but really not the greatest rush there. And that's looking good for Hezi, I think. Yeah, the champions, I mean, there is some siege coming out that technically counters all of Hezi's army still. Hezi's going Rata. So he wants the fast cavalier kind of unit here. Probably doesn't want the CA factor too much as he has champions. Well, kind of actually useful for both. Maybe Rata aren't too bad here. I would also like to see some onagers by him though. First armies are crushing in here. Taking a good fight there for the Bengalis, ignoring bonus damage with their elephants, and the Bengali wall seems to be on the way. Not sure if this is like the right way to play though. I think he needs to mess up a bigger army before he goes forward. Certainly nice for Hezi that he denies this castle though. Is getting a lot of early eco development down again. Kind of Hezi's trademark thing is early farms. Not the beautiful farms. The beautiful farms, there are people like True. But Hezi has the very early eco development as kind of one of his style markers. The other one is turtling it out and playing for late game. Walling a lot, but he can't wall in this tournament. He can building wall. And if he gets a chance, he probably might do that. Bengalis are not getting hand cannoneers. That might be a problem, but he does have the Rata as kind of CA option. Which can go to melee mode against the Scorps as well. But Hezi's retreating. Full on retreat mode here, waiting for onagers. Scorpions always lag the game so hard, so even though I hope we see Romans, it will be tough. Stone gates allowed? No. You play in Demo Gamma where they were banned, yeah. Stone walls are even banned as well. Only quick walling is allowed here. Gates and bomber towers kind of banned in most deathmatch tournaments. And hey, Eli. Which DM tourney did you play? I don't think I've seen you in a DM tourney before. LSM means loot without hand cannons against elephants? I don't think so, and against onagers as well, not really. I think what the gods need here is onagers. Scorpions kind of are reliant on their bonus damage a lot against elephants. And Bengali elephants with their reduced bonus damage are actually surprisingly very good against scorpions. So Onager, Halberdier, the army comp here, I think. Just the army comp for the gods is Onager, Halberdier, because the onagers are the best answer to Bengali battle elephants, and they are a great answer to Rata as well. I think I've said that before. I think there was a Ragnarok matchup with Brew against Funny Liquid where Funny Liquid was in a great spot and didn't have Onager. In the same matchup, I think. Scorpions are also doing work though. Against the Rata at least, even though not against the elephants. And heavy raiding by Rage. Hulska is perfectly finding that early but exposed farm economy from Hezi, and that is some massive damage to Hezi's economy. Hezi now down again to 50 villagers, both similar in that regard. But the Onager is a big issue. Onager himself lacking for Rage there, but the Onager also shooting at the wrong thing. So Rage making some progress there, losing the forward castle though, but some good few minutes for Rage. So drag some units away for the raids as well. Now the Scorpions have kinda no meat shield though, as the food has run out for the gods, and that's a problem when you play gods and you use the marker. You kind of run out of every rest simultaneously, and it's great if you have eco and not so great if you don't. Scorpions trying to take as many Ratha with you as possible. They're doing great damage as the Ratha have archer armor, but they also have melee attack, so they cleaned them up in the end. But there was a lot of dead Ratha and the ones remaining. 15% HP. Lord. Yeah, the raids being very effective, I think, giving him a good chance here. But him being out of rest, game will now slow down for quite a while, becoming a very heavy game, maybe. And Damon's calling to GG, but for whom? I think the game is absolutely even. And just we don't have a co-caster anymore. That was from last set. Is it even in the title? It's not even in the title. Hey Hamza, how are you doing? You played Deathmatch World Cup for Silver League. Ah, I see. Yeah, there were walls were allowed, I think, right? Bomber towers and gates banned. I think gods are dead now. Well, Amens is the Lexicon, so Goths are dead now. I don't know why, but they're seemingly dead. I actually think nobody's dead. I think it's very easy. Flows are completely alright. Yeah, I mean, Goths have answers to Bengalis. Bengalis with Ratha Champion also have answers to Goths, I guess. I think it's a very even matchup for late game. Both though don't have the greatest trading units. Goths are probably a bit better though with the raids. So I actually think Rage has more of an advantage here, Civ-wise. And Roth likes to raid. The relic count is 3-0. The new overlay, new captured overlay makes it a little bit harder to see. But it is here. And above that you also see the relic gold that is gained. I think this will be a full-on heady game. Long game, both raiding. Settle in, everybody. A lot of Ratha. Eco protection behind here, it's an open spot, very open spot here. That castle, putting these castles in front of the economy, yes, you catch small raids off, but big raids still kills, right? I think putting the castles into the economy, a bit like this castle, is better. Even though this castle is definitely not enough to cover such a huge farmland. But Hezi has 62 farms, not the greatest protection. I hate these mills here. Like, there could fit a TC on that hill, right? One TC here, one TC there, and a castle here. And that's a good farming eco. This is a good farming eco until it gets raided. Oh, good. Meozek. I think he meant relics and not the score. Predicting 3-0 Hezi when Hezi is 1-0 down would be a bit weird. Big fight, and Hezi is trying to push with Elephant Champion Ratha, but without onagers. Like, I really would like to see more onagers for both of them. One to defend the score, one to kill the score. Well, I guess it isn't a long game. And Amens was right. I said it. Amens says it's GG, so it's GG because he's the Lexicon. I'm really not sure if Boss can't win this. Maybe because of the elephants? But you can make Halberdier and score. I don't know. Or Halberdier onager. 3-0 relics. I see has more advantages here, but oh yeah, thank you. What he evens it out with the Bengalis, and Goku changing his opinion. It's hard from the position now instead of all right for both. But we've got the relics, we've got the quick farm eco, and like it's looking very smooth for Hezi, right? Zico's very vulnerable though, so I think with raiding there could have been something done. But I'll play to Hezi. One Bengali second pick used here, and Hezi does take one victory over the Goths, which I said would be the one Civ that Bengalis can win against, right? Oh no, that Khmer can win against. Yeah, but now Hezi's out of Civs. Now he has Khmer, which lose to everything that Rage has. And he has Romans, which lose to everything but Aztecs that Rage has. Poles lose to everything that Rage has. Besides, maybe they can rush Bulgarians. And they're winning against Estes. Mayans are odd. Mayans can win Bohemians if they rush. Probably Mayans is like his best save here. Humans don't beat Khmer? I think humans beat Khmer. Why would humans not beat Khmer? Yeah, humans shred Khmer. They have Sea Tornadoes. They have fully upgraded help, they have Sea Tornadoes, they have good cavalry. Everything you need against Khmer. Mods make game crash. I don't know. I don't know your mods. Scarf sniper so no. Very funny theory. Oh, I didn't give the point to. One. Let's go. So I think Mayans against Bohemians. What we're gonna see. What is your best? Missing siege engineer and tanky ballistas. Ballista elephants really die hard to regular onager already. They were even nerfed against onagers. 300 IQ debated shit. Wait, I feel you. He's also the only Michi player. What? As he's the greatest alive active Michi player. That's the only Michi player? No, there's a lot of Michi players. Yeah, it's very active. They have a server and there's like always 8 people in voice chat. I'm in that server. I mean, it's not always 8 people, but it's a very active server. Very disorganized, but very active. Maybe from my perspective, I didn't dive that deep. And you have Anthony as their YouTuber as well, posting a lot of DMHG content on YouTube. Sometimes even getting good views there. That's what Legend says. What? Yeah, it's Dear Michi Turbo. 400 pop, yeah. Which is like, I don't know. I really don't know what to think of that 400 pop thing. It doesn't sound like something that I would like to play, but I respect them for having an active community for it. And we do see them! We do see them! For the first time in the fastest chaos 1v1 deathmatch on Hyper-N, we do see the civs that many people believe to be the worst in deathmatch appear, and it is the Romans. By the way, they're probably only the worst because Armenians aren't in the tournament. I played against Armenians 2 times yesterday, and they suck hard as well. Probably even worse than Romans. So I like that they're for DM not introducing OP civs, but really bad civs. They made Persians more OP though. Romans are playing Cavalry and Stables here, so we will see Cavalier start. We do see an elite Genitor on the field. G-Ponies in DM, let's go. As the starting unit. Rage even dodging that, he doesn't need to, it's only a Genitor. But yeah, Villager loses less HP this way. Obviously no kills for that Genitor. Well, that one is wandering quite off. Bit of a weird map because we have two lakes both on Hazi's side. Which can be advantage and or disadvantage. Bulgarians at least get Cannon Galleon. Whereas Romans don't get demo, so it's hard for them to defend the water. And minions on DM fields unplayable outside of waters. Yeah, I think they they're even less good units than Bulgarians. Roberts isn't the worst here, Civ. But what do they have? An expensive unique unit? No good unit? Besides that, and the expensive unique unit is just the worst paladin. And no demos. Oh, screens to stop making knights. What else is he gonna make? Two-handed swordsman and Conic and Cavalier as well by Rage. Hazy with a lot quick map expansion. One thing the Romans have going for them, 5% building faster, but they also don't have treadmill cranes, so they're actually building slower. But just in general for the Romans, I think demo might be useful here, yeah. I just want to double check if they have treadmill crane. Yeah, no treadmill crane, at least they get siege engineer onager. But against Bulgarian siege engineer, siege onager, that won't be too helpful. Is he really playing them fast though? That castle was deleted by Rage, places it next to that, beautiful play by Rage. And who said demos wouldn't be needed here? Who said that? Who said demos wouldn't be needed here? What is Rage making? In Hazi's lake, next to his base, fire ships. So demos will counter that. Big fights here up the top, and we can see how shit Roman units are, because against two-handed swordsmen are cleaning everything up. It's a very open map, so probably good for the non-SO Civ. Sadly, Romans don't have anything good about them. Yeah, but yeah, at least the SO Deathball can't kill here, really. The third open land map in this match. In this set here. Yeah, now we have the counter water, but nothing is produced. And these docks where the fishing eco of Hazy is are just under attack by ships. He's playing land and the right font, well, he was playing both fonts. Don't have above average helps. No, they have not even a fully upgraded helps. They die to all help siege civ, to all CSs, and against anything on water. Correct. There's not too many SO around though, I think. Yeah, I mean, there weren't too many squaws, right? It is just Elite Centurion a lot, but Conics should win that pretty easily, I think. Against two-handed swordsman, maybe too many against two-handed swordsman. I don't think they're great against, like, the Centurions, really. CSs have hussars, so they don't die to scorps. Yeah, now Rage is pushing back and feels a bit hazy made on the draft here. The fires are not engaging? Oh yeah, the fires are engaging, yeah, and Hezi isn't even trying to make ships. He noticed he doesn't have demo and he's like, okay, well, that pawn's gone. Yeah, Scoffs are only like a unit against elephants, really. Or behind the elephants against... I mean, yes, Romans have to play Scoffs because it's the only thing they have, but it's not really good. And Hezi's also losing the top TC. Red Hezi had a great start. He had all the map control, but he can't do anything because he's Romans. I really don't want to hate them too much, but they're just cheat. I mean, you have to play this super heavy gold unit, which is like ridiculously expensive, and dies to have it. Yeah. And it's more expensive than a paladin. It's like the only good unit. But I'm not anti-Romans. You guys are just trying to make points that don't make sense, right? And AR is also trying to explain it. I think I made all the points I can make, and I didn't hear any point against it, so I'm gonna stop arguing and try to cast the game. It's a decent score of mass now, but there's 2 SO. Oh boy, great attack round by Rage. Centurions are trying to dive in. Romans don't even have Hussar, right? Yeah, whereas Bulgarian has Stirrup Hussars, so really amazing for the late game there. Could also add CA. Bulgarian's kind of a hybrid of a CA Civ. They can be a CA Civ or they can be a Half Siege Civ, whatever they want. Reason that many people like them in a lot of matchup. The only downside is they don't have treadmill terrain. So they are slow, but then they are kind of 2 civs wrapped into one. Which gives them a lot of decent matchups against not as fast civs. Against civs that die to CA, they die to Bulgarians, and civs that die to Habis-O die to Bulgarians. They tend to die against civs that do one of the 2 better, though. Like dying to the rush to CA civs and dying to the CA to siege to better siege civs. The Bulgarians are really an odd civ. Bulgarians are nothing special, got the important units, but nothing special. I think it's special that they get like 2 types of civs into one. Don't think there's another civ that does that. Game is being slow, but Hezi's just slowly dying to not having units. Yeah, it's scored masses. It might be cheaper than archers, but it's not like archers are good against Bulgarians. So on scores. Archers are at least a bit faster. Saracens does it even better, but always failed. Yeah, Saracens is just too good. Georgians do that too. What? Georgians? I have no clue about Georgians. I haven't played them in any match yet. They have CA? I want to say maybe the Romans were thought against like Bengalis, but Bengalis were in Hezi's draft, right? All the elephant civs were in Hezi's draft. Yeah, I really no clue why he picked them. Now the Cannegans are out on this pond as well as the docks have been cleared. Would never keep, but going back to water as useless. He's repairing the monastery. Oh, that's sweet. Has he got 3 relics? they're like under a cannon gain here. Jordans here suck, but why are they both then? Fast training castle unit. Ah, Monaspa, wait. But that's not a cavalry archer. How are they CSF? I'm confused what Jordans are, but I'm always confused what Jordans are. The Monaspa, everybody hyped the Monaspa last Monday, and then the Jordans always died. So, I don't know. Not convinced. Oh, Jordans in any way. Yet, but they might change. Because I don't destroy them much. Centurions taking a fight and losing to Conics. It's just... Oh, it's just so tragic. Okay, next try. Legionaries! At least they look cool. Also, the idle animation is quite cool. Like how they move their shields. Why is it like the early Legionary style though? Or is that the late one? I don't know which Legion they are supposed to represent. Maybe the super late one? Because it's supposed to be late remnants of Romans, no? They look a bit like the early ones? You still disagree on Roman or not trash, but Hesius? Dying, yeah. As he's probably agreeing that they're trash now after this game. Because he played the start really well, but there's nothing he can do. Now it's adding light cash. And I don't know what he could do better. Yeah, what has he meant to do though, all the Roman defenders? Like he's making your Scorpions, he's trying every available unit. That cannon gang could attack. It's just patrolling it and nothing. But he had 30 and they died 5 times, man. Who has all they useless? Patrolling to secure the fish. Here, OP Scorps will crush. It's actually the best fight that the Scorpions can ever get, right? Like, everything's cramped into one, the legions are holding it. It is a great fight for Hezi. I mean, this is a great fight he can ever get. Legions in front and Scorpions behind. This is the fight the devs imagined when they made Romans. And it's looking beautiful as well. Legionaries are just late Rome legionaries, that's how they move to... So very late ones then, yeah, it would make sense, right? They look kind of similar to the very early ones though, I think. The round shields. Like the pre-Marian Reform ones. Yeah, the helms are the late ones, right? The helmets. 2 castles here in the south, really nice base for Hezi, but the surprise ram push didn't really occur yet, also isn't really getting made. Hezi once again with a great farm eco 53, also quite some nice raidings there, a lot of the farms on top have been raided as well. Rage is very vulnerable economy, and after taking that beautiful fight here in that line, which is really the only fight that Romans can take, but that worked well. Rage is having trouble. Because he was a bit overconfident, maybe engaged there with all his army in that fighting line into the Scorps. And now it's out of army and 60 army for Hezi. Rage tried very hard to throw this, yeah. Oh no, please don't say Romans win this now. It was due to that fight that Hezi should have never taken, that Rage should have never taken. It doesn't prove anything, but it's sort of 3rd to 4th century when they started getting wrecked by everyone. Huggy's explanation that they made Roman so they lose late game and be OP early game. Yeah, maybe they did that, right? It's supposed to warn the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. You rise in feudal age with your extra armor. You expand through Castle Age up until the Hadrian's Wall, and then in late Imp you die because the Roman Empire became too decadent. I like that explanation. That Hezi isn't dying. Hezi is refusing to die. After all, this is the phase of the game he really likes. Engaging. Great even fishing here though. Cleared off the other side lake as well, but I really should fish. Like, Kennigan's could do so much here, right? I mean, that's a lot of farms they could deny. It's a whole eco, and yeah, finally it fires, but I think at a farm. Not a TC, but I think taking out the monastery would be better. Monastery transport ship. Imagine that he's making a transport ship. Kills the monastery. Steals the relics with a transport ship. How cool would that be? But instead he is pushing the top with 1 siege ram and the mighty legions of Rome. In their very late antiquity style. And it's getting out repaired, but the ram isn't really being... Okay, the other ram is being damaged by some conics, so I think this castle will hold. Rage still not the great population though. Has it doing great with the raids? 130 pop for our Bulgarian. I think Rage should raid more. Like, look at how exposed the whole farming was. Rage tried to push, but this is so raidable. Like, there's literally nothing protecting all these farms. 64 farms. Super open. But I mean, yeah, Rage needs to get its own farming eco fixed first. Because they should make skirms to win this. Okay, now Chad is legit just trolling. Transfer ships and land with Hussar. He doesn't need transfer ships to raid. He can just run in. Another ram push here. That's what you do when you have to wear Sif. You try side ram pushing. So I like this by Hezilot. I feel like you should just keep raiding though. But I mean, the problem is he only gets light cav. At least like fully upgraded light cav, I guess. Terms against mainly Hussar, Conic, yeah. Aurelius very soon. Ah, you were also sarcastic about the Romans then. I don't know, has he picked it, so I thought maybe some other people. Like, I know Kaikoko and that is there. Thought you were being serious. He gets light cap with charge attack, right? Or is it only Nightline? I don't know, but the charge attack is only 5, no? Looks like only Nightline. Don't see any charge here. Ah, Knights get it too? I thought it's only the unique unit that gets the charge. Yeah, Alistair was serious. Confusing. So has he... I don't need to find out who was trolling or not, because we finally have raids by Rage. 6 relics might carry now. Ooh, wow, he has 6. I thought he only had 3. Where did he get 6? Yeah, but 6 relics might carry. 6 relics under a Kennigan, and I think has he realized that? Trying to make another dock. He did clear the top docks as well. So it's only this one Kennigan by Rage. 6 relics, maybe mean infinite. Yeah, but like there's also Seer Wincon for Bulgarians, right? We could make Seer. I think maybe on this map playing Bulgarians as a siege civ is wrong. I think Rage should play Bulgarians as a Seer civ here. Talked about them being both so much. And has he? Before the gold runs out, Rage should get 40 Kevachos. Yeah, Hezi doesn't like pushes. Hezi likes to be annoying. Yeah, now Rage is starting to raid. Now Rage is getting close to pop. And now we have that very, very exposed farming eco. But the cannon gate was cleared. Therefore, the 6 relics are secure. And a great job by Hazy to get them. And Rage is underusing his sneak dogs, I feel. But Hazy having trouble with the raids, needing to spend food on reproducing villagers. Being annoyed doesn't work when your opponent's base is full of castles. So thought true as well yesterday. I recommend you watch back Polar against Truesit from yesterday. That's very interesting in that regard. Are you allowed to war with buildings? Yes. As he's buying time for the relic advantage. With what? Oh, with the raids. Yeah. Needs to do that. With playing annoying, eh? He's doing the farm wall, including the woodline. And of course, here we have the full-on Hazy game, Suno Walls. Hazy's not called Suno, Hazy. But he's playing like a Suno. I don't know if... that's legal though. On Saturday we saw the smartest boy with universities. Yeah, by Rick and Andy. Making Sexturions. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste of gold. It's trying to get to 13. For clearing these docks up. Or at least that's what they are doing right now. But it feels like a bit like a waste of gold. The Druids are like knights, but they're like cavalier, right? Yeah, late game, they're costing a lot, right? Aren't they like 80 gold or something? Right? Stabs a tramp with them, it's worth it. Skirmishers for the Bulgarians. And Rage calls it? Why? He's 180 pop. Sorry, just because he doesn't want to play late game? Yes, pop and ES Hussar. Yeah, it's 6-0 relics is rough, right? I mean, it's just somewhat champions, worst champions, but somewhat champions against Hussar. And if Crazy can wall that off, I would have so kept trying. I think Rage could have done a lot more with the cannon gains and could have done a lot more with early raiding here. But yeah, not caring about the relics at all is a bit sloppy. So, and throwing away the army, right? I mean, Rage had basically had the game won, and then he took that one fight he had a line with the Scorpions behind that is like the only good fight that Scorpions could ever take on that map, and Rage takes exactly that fight. Yeah, so, am I saying it? Yeah, I'm saying it. Through the game there a bit. The expert says throw. I'm not throwing that hard anymore though. So guess I'm not an expert anymore. I can't believe it, but Romans have a 100% win rate in the fastest chaos. I still think exactly the same thing about Romans. I explained why I think Rage lost that game with the far better Civ here. And yeah, now my original 3-2 prediction is back. Not really on the menu because the sales lost, right? Still think Mer die to everything. Poles can win against Bohemians. I would probably even favor them there a bit. And Mayans can win against Bohemians as well, so Red should definitely not pick Bohemians. It's not chanceless. Mayans and Poles have some winnable matchup there. Poles pick Aztecs? They can't pick Aztecs. But Bohemians? Not the greatest matchups left, maybe. Maybe Hazi's even still in this. Well, let's go. Shouldn't be even clap Mayans, well, if it's super close, then Mayans can win. Yeah, but true, Bohemians win that in most cases. Mayans are better on water. Besides Kenny. Humans should definitely win their matchup here, I think. So I think Hazi should pick his worst civ. Drake should pick humans, and then we're gonna see about game 3. His worst civ is Khmer, by the way, with these matchups. Oh boy, it is Mayans Bohemians, so we are gonna test that argument now. Let's see if Mayans die to Bohemians. As he is 2-1 ahead. So he can afford to lose the game with the Mayans over here. We do have a water map of sorts though. So at least Mayans can use their superior navy, get heavy demo and galleon, but can't really do anything with the water then, because they don't get cannon. But at least should be able to get water control. And actually can do something with it here, because there is a very demoable spot between the two players. Both kind of have an extra patch of wood. All the shallows up for Monsieur Hazu. And he will try to rush here. Only a camel to start off with, though not the dangerous thing against Wales. Champions even able to defend that. No heavy needs to be made by the Bohemians, which is like fantastic news for them. Maybe some cavalier would even make that defending the rush here a bit easier, as it will only be an eagle rush, but as he's going the more dangerous but later on better route to try to defend with only champions. And the eagles might get one kill here. That Verger ventured very forward for a matchup where the mains should go heavy rush. And the castle will are in danger as well, so champions a bit too slow, all getting dragged. Arbalest being added a bit. I guess it's fair on the champions that follow up. No. Why are we adding Arb? It's Bohemians here. It should be it must be hand cannons, no? There's kind of no other option than to go hand cannons over Arb here. Oh, as he gets 3 villagers, and I don't understand the Arbs. No, Poles died of Paladin Civs too. Make it way easier to rush than if that was hand cannons, and I don't know what Arbs counter after that. Arbs aren't great against Blooms, aren't great against Eagles, aren't great against Siege, aren't great against Ships. That's the 4 units mains will make here. Bets up for game number 4 with a good start for Hazi, taking the 4-1 Eco KD over Rage. Rage also housed, but developing towards the water. Do we have docks? We do have a little bit of a dock commitment here. No demos! But there's a crossing. Okay, demos are coming from the right. As there is another dock commitment to the south. And that castle will be great against demos though, if it goes up for Rage. Green doesn't have Arbs. The Arbs are for blue. Eagles trying to go in. Wagons being added against the Blooms. Don't mind that part. This quick wall is still being annoying there from making the castle. I like the dog setup all around for Hezi. But even though he might be good against us, he doesn't have too much against Wagon, Champion, Aufnitze, right? Wagons counter the Plumes, Eagles counter the... Champions counter the Eagles, and Aufnitze counter everything. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. The Aufnitze are the same player as the Ups. The Eagles are taking down the Wagon store. I mean, matchup works that way too. And never underestimate Eldorado Eagles, I suppose. The Eagles are quite good, can be really good against Bohemians. If there's like enough gold on the map to keep Eagle spam out, Bohemians tend to struggle against Eagles. Because the hand cannons can't already die to Onagers. There's a lot of gold here. Yeah, I'm not hating Mayans. Plus the better navy. Jonetsky, thank you for the raid and welcome to the fastest chaos winner match between two DM pros here, Hezi and Rage. Main Eagles storming everywhere. Blooms have crossed the water as well. Traps are working away on that castle. And who said Mayans can't win against Bohemians? I think it was AR this time, but it is looking great for Hezi with the early jump on here. The ARB edition, very weird by the Bohemians. And Eagles were surprisingly good against Bohemians. Kind of in all cases that I have seen so far. And also some cases that I've played on both sides of the aisle here. And I've lost with them against Mesosivs. And I've won with Mayans against Bohemians. In Team Game Tournament at least. Yeah, still thinks Bohemians are better. Yeah, Rage isn't quite really like... I think Champion Hand Cannon would be superior and more Aufnitze, but they Hezi doing a great job taking them off. Also had Rage completely off of water, never really tried to get onto it. Transport ship ramp push! As he really likes his ramps. And Rage calls the GG, well played. Hezi takes the 4th game here and wins the set 3-1 with Mayans against Bohemians, and he even won with Romans. Hezi is in the round of 16. Really well played there, I think, with some really hard civ matchups. Pepega draft, but managed to outplay his opponent. Played this matchup twice and couldn't do much with Bohemians. Yeah, I think so too, right? We played it against each other too, or similar one. I think it was was it even Aztecs? I think it was Aztecs. I think Bohemians really struggle against Eagles. And Hezi played really good, yeah. I think as well it was just Hezi playing really strong as well. And I think, like I said 3-2 Hezi, right? I was kind of the only one predicting Hezi, I think. Until I saw the draft. But I was thinking Hezi has a stronger form here. So not too surprised. But historically seen, big upset there, right? Rage, way better World Cup results, for example, than Hezi. But Hezi with a better form coming in hot here.